Hello, everyone. Hello, happy Tuesday. Let me know if the noise is gone or if it's still here. Let me know if everything's all right. I've got the fan on so you can hear a little hum in the background. I do apologize for those people. Hi, Connie. Great. Okay, so I apologize for those people watching the recording. My mic must have gone bad. I didn't realize it. And hi, Linda. Hi, Kathleen and Vicky. And I probably delete that stream. I don't like to leave recordings up there that are bad like that. So it will probably disappear shortly. Hi, Cheryl. I am way behind today, trying to get ready for the stream, trying to get this new mic to function. Hi, Shelly. And so hi, Patricia. I was supposed to get some stuff out in the mail today. I have not gotten it out in the mail, and my postman has probably been here or will be here during the stream. So I'm not going to get those things out. I needed to get 2 things out today, and they did not get out. I apologize for my delay. I've lost some stuff. Looking for some things for today. I am noticing that I've got my fish bit examples are still missing. I have no idea. I was searching today for them, can't find them. Those are missing. My washers for my stamps, the little O-rings. Hi, Tilda. Those are missing, and I've got a few packages of those. They shouldn't be missing, and they shouldn't be in the same place as the fish bit examples. So I'm kind of going a little crazy. Anyway, I want to do some collage. It's been a while since I've done any collage, and I kind of have been out of the... Hey, Vicky. I'm still not on a routine. I still haven't moved in the craft room. I can't find things. Obviously, I'm not... Anyway. So I want to just do some collage. Now, I did a little fish bits book. I did a flip through on this. It's in a video. And I finished it. And I want to do another one. Just for some fun. Just for some relaxing time and that kind of thing. So I am going to do another one. This one is... I made this one from these guest checks. I was given a bunch of these guest checks, and they're a little thicker than regular paper. They're not quite cardstock, but they've got some body to them. So, hi Patricia. We've got 2 Patricias today. That's funny. I don't think we've had 2 Patricias before. All right, so that's what I've used in, normally that's what I do. I get a couple of the guest checks out. I usually get 3. Don't know why I pick 3. And I take the little taggy thing off. So that's the size that it starts with. And I fold it in half and use that as a page. So it's pretty small. And what I was thinking, I think this one is a journaling by FIBS. It's a little mini. And I don't think I've done the flip through on that one yet. And I also use the guest checks on this. I think I'm going to put a cover on it and then do the flip through for this one. Actually, I think I did that on a stream, didn't I? my mitts. So you guys have seen this one. I just haven't put a cover on it yet. But that was also made with the guest checks. And so I want to do something in that kind of area today. But I was thinking it's getting to be about the end of iCAD season. iCADs are index card a day. You do some kind of art on an index card. Well, I've got a few index cards. I've got the blank ones, and I just opened the package, so I haven't done anything with them yet. But these would be great for pages as well. I was going to compare the size with the guest checks, and they are a little bit smaller, so they would be a really small, tiny little journal. But I think that would be fun. And I also found these at the Dollar Tree, and they are the fluorescent neon colors. I thought those would be fun to use as well. But because I'm doing a stream and it's hard to see, I probably should zoom in a little bit, and I guess I could do that. You let me know if I need to do that, you guys. But I am using the bigger index cards, and I thought, why didn't I think of this before? What size are these guys? I don't have the package. The smaller index cards are 3 by 5, so I'm thinking that these must be 4 by 6-ish. They seem a little bit taller than 4, but 4 1/4 by 6. So I was thinking index cards, you would like me to zoom in. Give me a second. I don't have my zoomer inner open, so let me do that. So I was thinking it would be fun for those people doing the index card a day to go ahead and sew your index cards into a signature. Let me fix this now. It is open. How about that? How about that? And should I I think I have the autofocus off so that it doesn't do that jumpy thing. Let me look. Yeah, it does not have the autofocus on. Do you guys want the autofocus on or off? Let me know. So I was thinking, why not, and I'm going to use these large ones so that they're easier to see. Why not sew 5 index cards together, fold them in half, sew them together. That's 5. Fold them in half, sew them together, and no, leave the autofocus off. Okay, you let me know if you want me to turn it on. And it lights enough. I have a new cover for my table. I like the white table. I like the way I can take this thing off, and it is nice, to show stuff. So I don't want to stain it with paint and all that other stuff. But it's shiny. I found this plastic sheet at Hobby Lobby just as a cover to cover the table. And it's really shiny. So if I have the light directly shining down, there's a great big huge shine here. So I've got it kind of off to the side. Hi, Hilda. Anyway, so that's what I did. I'd made 2 signatures, 5 index cards together, And I thought, you know, doing an index card a day, it doesn't say you have to do the same index card. I could do part of one and part of another one and still have the index card. And then have the signature together so that I can sew it into a book. And then I don't have to worry about what to do with all these little iCats. Not that I'm doing the iCats, because I'm not. I just did not have time. I usually don't have time. But I thought that would be a good thing. So I've got 2 signatures of index cards. And of course, I'm only going to use one at first. And I got some fish bits out. These are little bits of leftover things from collage and projects, things that I find, things that I want to use, you know, napkins and stamped images and all that kind of stuff. And I thought that I would use some of that stuff. I also have, you know, another little bit of leftover bits that are a little bit bigger. I usually work in a little bit smaller, so I didn't know how well the little bits would go with this one. And then I've got my bits that are just a little larger that I'm going to grab from too. Hey, Jennifer. You're in Florida, Hilda. Perfect rainy afternoon. So, see, it is not raining here yet. So let me put the fish bit books away. Hi, Susan. And the Journaling by FIBS book away. Put them up where I won't get stuff and glue all over them. And find me a gluing magazine. It's got lots and lots of glue on it. And I'm just going to use the random collage thing. Hi, Mrs. Gigi. That I don't you call me an enabler. I'm not an enabler. I try not to be. So I am just going to use that random collage. I did videos on them quite a while back, and they're really, really long videos. So I would like to shorten those videos, and that is on my list of things to do. I'm just going to grab from this because I can see it. Some book pages and stuff. It is on my list to do, but I need to get back in the practice of how to go about doing it. So I thought just doing some little fish bit book would be a nice project to do. It would be relaxing for me. Well, that's not enabling. That's more of encouraging people to. Let me get my cloth out here to burnish stuff down. It's more of a encouraging people to do stuff. It's not enabling. I think of enabling as somebody trying to get you to buy something. And I am all about using what you have. So that's what I think of as enabling. So I don't feel like I'm trying to get people to buy stuff. I'm trying to get people to use what they have and make stuff from what they have already. If you want to call that an enabler, then I guess you can. And so my random collage idea is to take large pieces, and my signature is pretty small, so large is, you know, comparable. You have to, you don't want to cover the whole entire page, but you want to cover quite a bit of it. You want to leave a few gaps in places that you wouldn't normally leave gaps. And I usually like to leave straight edges. You have a whole lot more bits of paper since I've started. Not buying, but not tossing it either. So I guess that is kind of an enabler if I am encouraging people to not throw anything away. I guess that's okay. That might not be good for some people. Oops, I didn't think of it that way. I enable people to keep everything. Well, and that might not be really good either, huh? All right. Okay, I get it. I get it. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Anne. Hi. All right. Okay, I didn't think of it that way. I was thinking in terms of buying stuff. I encourage people to use what they've got instead of going out and buying things. But yes, I do not throw anything away. I am horrible at saving every little bit of anything. Here is my itsy bitsy little tiny bits of things that I can't throw away. Hi, Tori. I mean, and I'm talking little tiny bits of stuff. These are my itsy bitsy little bits, and I keep these because sometimes I have just a sliver that needs on the page that needs something to cover it. Just, or something needs to set on something instead of being in midair, or something. So a little tiny bit of something is good. So I do apologize if I have created monsters out there and now you can't throw anything away, and I did that. I apologize. I apologize. What? You guys, I want to hear what you guys are saying. If you're talking to me, if you want to get my attention, I don't always see the chat when it's not capital letters. If you use capital letters, I can see what you're saying easier when I glance over. If you want to get my attention, if you want me to see what you're saying, please do use capital letters, and I know you're talking to me. We do check out the Dollar Trees, yes. Well, it's a great place, and I want people to be aware of how great it is. It is a great place. There's so much there. I mean, if you think outside the box. Oh, talking about Dollar Tree, Susan, you said something about in your, what was it? Your video on your new space. You were talking about stuff that you got at the Dollar Tree. Did you say silicone mats? I wanted to see if I got the right things. Are these the chopping mats that you got? Because it doesn't say anything about them being heat resistant or anything, or non-stick. So I did get some, and I was curious if those were the ones that you got. Are these the ones that you got? They're not silicone. But they're non-stick. Those are them. Is they come in 2 in 1 pack. So they don't glue doesn't stick to these? There's 2 different surfaces. One's a shiny surface and one's it's a matte surface. So things don't stick to them. They're not heat resistant. They're plastic. Okay. They work as a non-stick for you. Okay. I wanted to know if those were the ones, and I haven't really used them yet, but I will be using them to test them out. Just curious. Thank you. Those are the ones that you're using, and you like them. They're non-stick for you. You can glue things on them and stuff, and Vicki uses hers between pages to keep the bleeding down. Linda has them too, and she likes them. You did a bunch of napkins on book pages where they were saturated and they peeled right off. Fabulous. They do stain, Vicki says. And then Vicki cuts them down to her most used page sizes. And you use them in between your pages? Very interesting. Yes, you guys tease me too much. Too much. You guys are a bunch of teases. Oh, I missed a page. So what I'm doing is I am putting one layer down on these pages, and I'm just using what I call fish bits, what everybody else has dubbed fish bits. Little bits of scrapbook paper, book pages, envelope, security envelope, textures, what else? Stamped images and newspaper and painted papers and packaging and all kinds of stuff. I wish I could find my little examples of fish bits. It's kind of driving me crazy. No idea where in the world they have got off to. Yes, Susan did start the whole fish bit craze. And I have got so many little bits of things that I do sell fish bits, things that I have left over from projects, and other things too. Things that I collect, I share in my fish bits, candy wrappers, and just kinds of things like that. So here's an example of some fish bits, some numbers, some security envelopes, puzzle pages, book pages, music pages, candy wrapper. There's a scrapbook paper. Here's a dimes roll, lottery ticket thing. Here's a stamped image, a map, a number. I think this is packaging. Cupcake wrappers. I love cupcake wrappers. This is a crayon rubbing, gum wrapper, painted papers. I like text, different colors, so I say it's paper crumbs. That's funny. Some calendar images, some napkins, stamped image, wrapping paper, dress patterns, puzzle pieces, stickers, music, ledger paper. This is a desk calendar bit. Coloring book pages I also use. Children's workbooks or puzzle books, you know, things with little pictures in them. I love the little pictures. Money wrappers, origami paper, security envelopes. I love foreign language to me kinds of things. Instructions, I really like those too. Menus, those kinds of things you find in the fish bits. Words, I don't have any words. I didn't find the words today. I don't know what happened to my words. I'm missing quite a bit of stuff. So that's what you would find in a pack of fish bits. And you're never going to get the same kind of fish bits twice. You know, I run out of some stuff. I add new things that I've come across and find. I add some of my painted paper, you know, leftovers from covers or, you know, whatever I am doing. So the painted papers are always different colors or, you know, different styles, that kind of thing. I'm getting glue on my fingers. There's magazine images in there. Hi, Emma. Hi, Annette. Hi, Debbie. Sorry, I was looking down and I missed a bunch of people coming in. Who did I miss? Please say hello again. Jean, I missed you. How was your trip? You guys, you have the bestest trips. You really, really do. You do. I am so jealous. Okay, so I am going to put my first layer down here of stuff. This is a calendar page, but I just want to use it for the color. Let's find an empty page. So the first layer of my random collage is large pieces. That is the key for the very first layer. Large pieces. If you get bogged down and start putting a bunch of little tiny pieces on your first layer, it starts to look really busy underneath what you're going to put on top. So to eliminate the busyness, you use just a few, 2, 3, 4 pieces of large bits that cover quite a bit of the page. Ooh, discover, discover, discover. That would be cool. Let me rip off a piece of that. I like that a lot. Oh, not as good beachcombing wise as Cornwall. I love to beachcomb, and I don't know why I did not do that in England. It was probably because I had little ones at the time, and it's hard to go to the beach with babies. And it's hard to look for things on the beach when you're carrying a baby too. It makes it a little more difficult. Just a little bit. So when I put the larger bits and pieces on these pages, I like to keep the straight edges on the straight edges, and the torn edges in the center. And I am going to be redoing all those videos, shorter versions of the same kind of thing, guidelines on how I put together my, oops, that's too small. See, I want larger bits for underneath. You can always cover up larger bits, but when you start getting a bunch of little tiny things going, it tends to make the background too busy. You like the watercolor papers? I did not. I had to mess around with the mic thing, so I didn't get a chance to finish that. But I will be doing that sometime this week. Let me just chop that off. I had to fix that horrible sound. That was horrible. I do apologize. I had no idea that was happening. I'd actually made 2 Patreon videos, and that's how I figured out what it was. It was, the mic had gone bad, but it was fine if the computer was not plugged in. As soon as the computer got plugged into the socket to charge, the noise started. And I was making Patreon videos a few days ago, quite a few days ago. It must have been last week. And in the middle of one of the videos, I plugged in the computer, and that's when the sound started. That was the first time that it had started. So I was able to figure out that it was that. So I've been trying to fix it. Trying to fix it. Sounds better? Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I had to get another mic. And so I need to redo the Patreon videos. I do not like to post videos that are not. It's hard to. It's the sound. A sound like that is just too distracting to deal with. I don't even. So I will be redoing the videos anyway. Redoing them. Textbook pages. Here's a little bit of painted paper, scrapbook paper. Ooh. This is from Miss Vicky. Yellow security envelope bits. I have never seen that. Love them. I'm going to use some of that today. Actually, I want to tear this straight edge so it's not quite so bad. Is it focused? It doesn't look focused to me. Is it not focused? Do I need to focus it? It's a little off? Okay. Let's fix that up. Is that better? Not really. Why is that? It doesn't look right. Oh, come on. All right. Why is it not focusing? Why, oh why, oh why? Is that better? Still looks odd here. Is it just my imagination? So when I click off the autofocus, it unfocuses. How do I get it to stop doing that? All right. That should be good. Right? All right. Okay, I've taken the autofocus off, so it shouldn't be jumping because I'm doing most of the work down here, so I don't need it to autofocus. I do need some magazine image background type something. Ooh, that's too much white, you think? I don't think there's something in the lens. No, it looks pretty good. I don't know. I don't know. We're going to put that down there. It's out of focus. It is. It is out of focus. It was good. I took... Okay, so why is that focused and this is not focused? Hi, Steph. What is the deal with that? Right? The autofocus is off, so it shouldn't be changing its focus. It should be focused right here. But this is not focused, and this is. This stuff drives me bonkers. It really does. I do not understand why it wants to make me crazy. Should I put the autofocus back on? Because being out of focus is worse than it jumping a little bit, I think. Hey, Marcy. That doesn't seem to be helping the situation. I give up. I surrender. I surrender. Hi, Susan. Emma. How do you get the camera to be from above like this? You can't figure it out. This is what I do. The camera is exactly right up above me. I've got 2 6-foot shelves on either side of my table. Is that, see, I don't want it to be too glary either. Sorry, didn't mean to bump everything. Okay, so I've got 2 shelves on either side of my table, and I have 2 curtain rods coming out of the shelves, and another long curtain rod resting on those curtain rods. And then I have the camera dangling with that arm that you, what do you call that? You can bend the tripod around something. I have it wrapped around the curtain rod so it hangs down. So we were talking about you, Miss Hottie Popo. Talking about fish bits. So that's how I get my camera to be directly over what I am working at. And it actually, if I move forward, I hit the camera with my head. So I have to make sure that I'm not over my surface here. But that's how I do it. And I was supposed to also finish up that one little collage book that I started last week before. And didn't do that either. Let me just trim off some of this stuff that's hanging over the edges. So is it better now? Still seems out of focus. This seems out of focus, but this seems fine. Doesn't that seem out of focus to everybody? I know, Emma, a few people, some people get a big standalone tripod, and they will, it's one of those tripods that you can attach the camera to and make it go upside down so that you can flip it. So if it's standing up like this, you can flip it so that the camera is pointing down. And people do use the tripod on like a kitchen table so that it's directly above them. Sometimes I've seen in some streams or some videos, you can see the legs of the tripod every once in a while. Whatever works. Okay. Where was I? Okay, here I am. Here I am. And some people use a mic stand with a camera attached on it, but you need room for that. Yeah, I mean that's what people do. That's what people do. Like this. I have glue on my scissors. I have glue on my scissors. And some people have a wall mount. If they put the table against a wall, they've got a wall mount on the wall that has an arm that comes out so it's above the table as well. You might want to move your kitchen table around a little bit, you know. You can move it back when you're not making videos. Something like that. We'll use this little piece of paper. Well, I could actually put my table in front of the window with this setup here. I could put the shelves on either side of the window, put the table right at the window, and do the same thing. Right now my back is to the window. Sure, we could do that. And I know that a lot of people were saying also, use this little bit of menu, that they were suggesting that I use PVA pipe because it's strong. You can figure out how to attach a camera or a webcam to something like that instead of a curtain rod, or maybe even a hook like, you know, those hooks that you used to use for the macrame plant hangers right through the ceiling. And can't move anything right now. Like a hook on the ceiling that you could rig some kind of macrame hanger to hold the camera, and then you wouldn't have anything in the way. Let me use some of this. This calendar. So I wanted to get, and I don't have a whole lot of images because I didn't think I'd get that far. You took out all your plant hooks, but something like that would work. Hanging something from a light fixture. If you got your dining room table, you know, they've got those low-hanging lights. Use an S hook and attach something so that it's hanging down. extension cord or something so that it gets to where you need it to be. Just thinking outside the box here. Trying to think outside the box. Trying to. I was going to use a tripod myself, but well, mine doesn't actually, I couldn't get mine to go underneath. It didn't have that extra joint in it, so that wasn't going to work, but I set it up as if it did, and it was always in my way. I don't know how people do that. Use that. I couldn't. I was bumping it like crazy, and it just would not work for me. It wouldn't have worked for me. Trying to figure out where to put this so it doesn't segregate my page. I don't want it to look real blocky. And I'm almost at the end here. Then I can go through the second time. With some other stuff. It is hard to work. I can imagine it. You tried to hide the legs of the fabric, but it's hard to work around. Yeah, I'm sure it is. So, wow. All the things we do to make videos, huh? All the things that we crazy people do. We make little shelves for the tripod. How funny. Got glue on my hands. Lots of glue. I don't know if I want pink. I'm looking at this thinking it's a little brighter than I had really wanted. I like the houses. Let me put some houses down. I did not get any magazine images of trees or anything down here. I don't know. I'm just not quite with it. I have not gotten into the swing of things, and I don't know why. But it's making me a little antsy, I guess is the word. A little antsy. I like that purple. I'm actually thinking, oh, sleeves. Tripod sleeves. Well, that's funny. But shelves, I mean, well, I guess you'd still be bumping into the whole thing anyway. Sorry. I'll be quiet now. I have got some things that I need to do. I have to do my what do you call it? The taxes. The sales tax. I have to do my sales tax thingamajigger. And that's going to take me a while because I need to call and be on hold forever and get that done. I'm actually thinking I need some extra time to get my space together because I'm having such a difficult time. I am actually thinking that I won't stream on Sunday just so I can make myself do a little bit of organizing. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to stream because the day will probably come around and I'll probably want to. I miss you guys is what ends up happening. So I was kind of thinking that maybe I would give up Sundays for a little bit until I get it together. Find my fish bit thingies. I have no idea what has happened to the fish bits. What has happened to them? And I need to, just get everything situated. Crazy is a state of mind. Well, I'm in that crazy mode. It's driving me a little mad. And I'm wasting way too much time looking for things when I want to start doing something and I can't find this, that, or the other thing. It's a little frustrating. I mean, it really is. All right, so I'm going to put something on the back. I'm going to do something kind of neutral so that it will match the next signature when I put it down here. And then I need to find some images or some stuffs to put on here. That went pretty fast. That was pretty fast, really, really fast. I kind of want him on there. Let's just do it. Let's just put that on there. If you come up for a solution, please share. No, no, no. Hi, Susan. You got your package. I'm so glad. So glad. I do. I need to get situated. And I'm distracting myself too much trying to get ready for streams and trying to do other things. Let me just cut that little bit off there. I am allowing myself to get distracted, and it's It doesn't take very much. So I'm not getting the stuff done that I really need to get done. That one could use a little bit more something. So I really am considering not streaming this Sunday just to make myself get something done. But like I said, I will probably miss you guys too much and end up streaming, so don't hold me to it. You have already posted your camera setup? Wow, that was fast. That was really fast. Okay. Let's see here. So I've got quite a bit of stuff, background stuff on these pages. I do need you guys. Oh, I missed that whole entire page. I guess I'm not done. This is a piece of packaging. It's on cardstock. So I am going to peel off the purple. I don't come across purple very often. So I want to use some purple. Oh man, Vicky, you are on top of everything, aren't you? Oh, no, you're not just another pretty face. I wish I could get things done as quickly as you can get things done. I don't seem to get things done as quickly, as efficiently, any of those. Actually, let me put that in the corner there. Let's see, I need some more stuff. Some purple stuff. How about that money band? Put the straight edge on the inside gutter there. And I am seeing this piece of green that I stamped some numbers on that looks great with that green, so let me add that. To the corner there. And I feel like I need one more piece of something. Something. I'm looking over here in my fish bits that I didn't even touch. I hardly touched at all. I hardly touched it. No, I don't like it. That's me overthinking. That's me overthinking. Oh, I missed it. You're still not organized? Tori says she's still not organized. You had someone help you get organized? Oh, that sounds cool. How do I sign up for that program? I usually am, I usually don't have a problem, and I don't understand why I'm allowing myself to get so distracted as I unpack. I am usually pretty, I don't like that color with that. I'm usually pretty good about getting unpacked and getting going. Ooh, I like the gold with that. And for some reason, I just can't seem to get it together. I don't know. And there's so many things that I want to do. Maybe that's what it is. There's so many things I want to do, and I come across them as I'm unpacking, and I start to want to start working on stuff and put it someplace where I can grab that right away. All right, do I have, you know what, let me put that. Of course, I'm going to save that little tiny bit I just tore off right up here. I think that would look nice. Okay. And this looks a little weird to me. What I normally do when I do the random collage is I make sure that I've got the edges covered, because I can always put things in the center of the page, but sometimes it looks strange if I'm trying to cover up edges, and I didn't do that very well. I am out of practice. This was probably a good thing for me to do, just to practice, get myself into little situations where I need to fix something. And it looks like there's quite a few areas that need to be fixed. Kind of want to put these little trees somewhere. Uh-oh, I didn't get anything on that one. We put the trees on that page. Let's put the trees on that page. It's like riding a bike. I have to get in the groove. I mean, I can try. Sometimes, if I really want to do something and it's just not working out for me. And then, I have to work at it for a while, and then all of a sudden I'll get into the groove and everything is fine. And it has been quite a while since I've just messed around with a little bit of something. So I haven't found my groove yet, but that's okay. I'll get myself into some little situations here, and I will get out of them, and that will help me get out of my groove here. And that was too skinny of a spot there on the top, so I covered that up. And I feel like I need one more piece of something. One more piece of something. Ooh, that's cool. A little bit smaller. I like that. See, and I'm beginning to feel the groove coming, where I can see something if I audition something and it seems right. There's some days where I will put things down and nothing gives me that, oh yeah, that's where that belongs. It happens. Sometimes I just have those days where it's just not working for me. And my fingers are full of glue. Get off. Get off. Yeah, and you need your grooving on a Sunday afternoon. They just sing together. Thank you, Tilda. Hi, Cheryl. And are you doing that Sunday, Miss Vicky? Messy Table Studio is talking about a new live stream that she's got, that she's started. It's a group of live streamers. All right, so let me take a look at this. So it's pretty plain so far. It's just the background. Not a whole lot going on. I feel like I need something else right there. But I'm not sure what. Maybe that. That looks kind of cool. I kind of like that. I'm going to try that. I think maybe that's exactly what I needed. I feel like there's just a little bit too much of the under paper showing, so I needed something else in the background. All right, I'm going to put the lid on my glue stick. I'm going to put my little bits to the side here for just a second. And I'm going to wipe off my scissors because they are looking a little scary. All right. Hi, Aunt Sandra. You can watch today. It's just the base. Now for the fun stuff. You know, and I didn't think that I would get to the fun stuff. So I didn't actually pull a lot of fun stuff out. All right. So here's one of my let's put things away so that I can find them again in this mess I got going on. So here's one of my little bins with some little images. This is the one that I started, what was it, a couple weeks ago? A week ago? and it needs some images and some things too. Or I can spend some time. Okay, that looks weird. Let me just rip off that straight corner there. There we go. That looks a little bit better. And I'll put something else on top. Look at that. A little drum. Don't love it. Don't love it. I kind of wanted to finish that up too. Okay, so I could spend some time and do some stamping and some stenciling to put some stuff in the background. And you know what? I think I will do that. Actually, let me fussy tear this little ship out. Can't decide what I want to do next. Do I want to stamp and stencil, or do I want to just collage? Collaging, just collaging, no stamping, no stenciling, will relax me just a little bit more. I like the ship. I like the colors on there. But it feels like there needs to be a little bit something more in the background. I wish I had pulled out some little bits to put in here. I don't have any words. You think the background papers are the hardest? Really? If you get your background papers pretty large and cover most of the background, putting things on top, and I'm taking it out of focus. Let me put it back down. I think I've got the autofocus off. I was worried I was going to say fussy cut. I do a little bit of fussy cutting. It helps blend images onto backgrounds a little bit. If you have quite a bit, like, see, just about anything fits on this background. I mean, I've got the whole thing pretty much covered in background something, and me putting it on here, I don't need a whole lot of anything else. Her head is chopped off. It's straight. So I need to put something on her head. Maybe I can find a little, you know what, I do have my little bin of tiny bits. I was trying to sort them out before I moved. I didn't get very far. Here's some tiny little bits, some wings. That aren't really going to work. But these are some little details, and I don't think I'm quite ready for the little details, but I think she needs something on her head so she doesn't look, and so it needs to be a little bit larger. But you can see doing the backgrounds, I love that container too. I'm going to put something on her head. Flowers, pineapple, a bird, a rooster. Let's see what I can find. Let me go to my little bit larger images. And I was trying to kind of put them into size. I think my organization would be just a little bit better if I had things by size, because I'm looking for, oh, look at this, because I'm looking for something that would fit on her head that's about that size. And what do we think about the pumpkin? Flowers in her hair, flowers everywhere. She keeps hearing really old music. Cow sills? You know, like the pumpkin head? And there's a little bit of orange here in the background. So the color kind of works. I don't know why. I kind of like that. I don't know why. Let me see what else I can find to put over on the other side of the page. I don't want two faces. When it comes to putting a page together, I kind of, and I will be going through some of the guidelines that go through my head when I am putting together a page, when I do the new shorter videos. The goats. Put the goats on her shoulder. That would be funny. I kind of like that too. Let me just leave that for a minute. I don't want any more faces. But one of the things that I think about when I am putting things on the page is I don't want two performing stars competing on the same stage. I will glue it down. She's a little brain-like. Yeah, so, and I am going to do the videos. I need to get situated first, and that's why I'm thinking that maybe I shouldn't stream on Sunday, just so I can get situated. Oh, look, a crown. This would be just too normal, though. It's too normal, but the bulldog. But this feels like two performers competing for the stage. You don't want two lead singers from two different bands on the same stage competing with each other about, singing a song, singing two different songs, or, whatever. Oh, how about David Bowie? Right there. And then I can use a little tiny fish bit from the basket for that little bit right there on the edge. Oh, here's a nice little piece. Maybe not quite that wide. I need something right there. I see a little white speck peeking out. Little white. It needs some odd hair. I don't know if I don't have any of my face parts anywhere close to find hair. I have none of that. Ooh, this one would work. I have none of that. Of course, then I ripped it the wrong way. I want that covered. And it's not working itself out here. Here we go. I am just going to glue that down and then trim it off. And then I know all the little tiny bits that I want covered will be covered. Just like that. And then trim off the excess so that it is where I want it to be. All right. That works. All right. Oh dear. You guys have just... And I'm going to kind of fussy cut, I know I said the word, around the top of him because he's blending into the background too much and I want to be able to see him a little bit better. So I'm just going to do that. And that doesn't work because I trimmed it too much and now I see the white page behind him, so it's not going to work. Not going to work. He's going to have to go on a different page. But this wonderful tiger might just work. Might just work. Kind of tear around him so he doesn't have a straight edge. Don't really like that straight edge on the top, but I can put something else on top of that. You guys singing your songs. Okay. Kind of like the tiger. I like the color of the tiger. I think the crown, it would be nice to have a little bit of hair underneath her, wouldn't it? It would be nice, and I do not have any hair, anything that would be hair-like. Anywhere. These are too small for what I'm looking for. I need some images, some things that just are a little bit larger. Oh, maybe we can find something in here. It's been a while since I sorted this out, so I'm not really sure what's all in here. I am not sure. Oh, look at that. That ticket, it might be too red, but this little starfish covers up that straight edge. I just need something in this area. That would be interesting. That's too big. Maybe one of these trees. My fingers are getting sticky again. My fingers are getting sticky. Are we having some difficulty with the video? Is there any problem? Buffering? Anything going on there? I think you're right. I think she needs a little something underneath the pumpkin. So I'm not going to glue her down right away, but I will find something interesting. Okay. It says it's bad, so I'm just making sure. All right. So I'm just going to leave these things in the page, and then I can come back to it later. I just want to mess around a little bit with some of these pages, and I should actually start with the first one. And I need some images that are just a little bit larger than these little tiny details. So let me see what I can find. And I usually do this before the stream. I kind of like the ship. This is too small. I like the colors of the ship, except it blends in a little bit too much. You know, I'm a little worried here. It says it's a low output, so I was just making sure that things are okay on your end. It just says it's not very good, so if you guys aren't having any trouble, then it should be fine. Well, I could have used this in one of the backgrounds, like this, for some interest in the background. Something like that. That was one of my favorites, Mrs. GG. That was always one of my favorites. I loved them. I really did like them. And I'm not seeing anything. Things are not jumping out at me to add, and I don't know why. Oh, this would have been good as a background too. That's pretty cool. Like just a theater in the back. But I really don't have room for a whole lot of that, so it's going to go on as something else. I just don't know. I just don't know. And a lot of my problem too is I don't know where a lot of my images are. I need some images that are kind of medium. I have all my really small ones and I have all my large ones, but I don't have the medium ones. That's what I really, really need. My new microphone has an earpiece. And I don't do really well with the gnome. You like the gnome? I don't know if you can see that. Do we really want the gnome on there? I'll let you decide after you saw his face. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He's cute. Did you get a good look at him? Oh, there's my. Did you get a good look at him? So I guess you guys didn't get to really see him. And I'm not going to say it out loud. I'm not going to say it out loud. Somebody's going to notice who he is. I don't really know if I want him on my on my page. It is kind of cute there, though. It does look good. Hello, Susan Jane. I did not see you come in. So you did see. Anyway, I was saying I've got this new. It's a new mic. It's got an earpiece, and the headphones that go into your ears, they always cause me, if I have them in for any length of time, they cause me they're painful after a while. And I'm having that issue right now. I didn't put it all the way into my ear because I'm not really listening to anything, but it's starting to irritate me. It's starting to hurt. And I may be a little distracted because I'm uncomfortable. And I usually use the earmuff kind of, that's what my other mic was. It has the little earmuffs on it because they're more comfortable for me. Just anything in my ear, I think my ears are really small, and it just kind of, it displaces my ear, and it's uncomfortable. I don't like it. I really don't. And it is kind of starting to hurt a little bit. Maybe not this gnome, but it is the kind that hang on the outside of my ear. Yes. But this little earpiece, and like I said, I don't have it in really, but it's really starting to irritate my ear. Is it kind of, the whole thing is just kind of hanging by a thread. So I'm not sure if this mic is going to work because it's yeah, and I get the itty bitty little headphones, and and I can have them in for 15 minutes and my ears start to hurt. So, and it's just the way that the whole thing is situated. I can't really get it out of the way. I don't know what to do here. Sorry. It is distracting me. It's messing with me a little bit. I like this train. It's messing with me just a little bit. Yeah, I can't focus on what I'm doing here. I don't see anything in that one, so let me clip that one back up. The top one. I think these are too small. I need the medium. And I don't know where those are. I really do. I need to take a day, which I can't do the next couple of days because I need to finish my taxes thing. I need to take a day and find stuff. I really need to find some stuff. Let me see if I can finish up this guy. I don't have much time left. It is clipped. It is clipped, but it's got the thing that goes around your ear, and then the earphone is right there, and it's kind of, no matter where I put it, it's pressing against my ear in a weird place. So I can't seem to get it. Hi, Tanya. I can't seem to get it. I don't need the earpiece, but it doesn't come off. I need the mic, and it's all one piece. See, it's all. Sorry, probably can't hear me. It's all one piece, so I can't move it out of my way. And the ear thing is kind of small. Oh, that might work. If I tried to put it on my shirt or something, that might work. Yeah, I might have to get another one because this, I didn't have it in my ear. I had it kind of on the side, but it's irritating me. Can I attach it to the camera? Oh, that's a great idea too. It does have a little hook. It has a little hook. You can hear me pretty good with it not being right there. Yeah, I might have to work with that. It's at the end of the stream, so I will mess around with it. It feels better now that it's not in my ear, but I'm gonna have to go and get the other kind, I think. Because it's just too uncomfortable. It's just not good. And I don't know where to put it. I don't want it resting against my shirt so that it makes all kinds of weird noises. Let's see what I can do here. All right. Oops. Let's see. Does that work? All right. All right. So I've kind of clipped it on my shirt, my neckline a little bit there. So hopefully that will be okay for the rest of the stream. My ear just hurts now. Oh. I was trying to ignore it, and I guess I shouldn't have ignored it for such a long time. It's kind of throbbing a little bit. I thought it would be okay if I didn't actually put it in my ear. I thought I would be alright, but it obviously didn't work real well. Ooh, let's put the leaf. That works. It's a bit muted. Sorry. I'll get the other kind of mic headset, and then I can be more comfortable, because I feel like I can't move around because it's kind of balancing there. It feels a little like it's balancing. I'm going to put the leaf here. I'm thinking I'm going to put the monkeys on the leaf, but no, that really doesn't work. I like the leaf though. I like the monkeys on the orange. I like the orange with the orange. What about these guys over here? I am just all over the place. All over the place. Let me work on two books at the same time. It does. It lasts for a while. When you have it, it just doesn't want to let go of you. And I don't like to use them if I can help it. I really do not like to use the headphones at all. I will not, go to a live stream or something if I have to use headphones. So, because it is, it's painful. Oh well. Sorry, I didn't mean to disrupt the whole stream with that little bit of nonsense. Sorry. Ooh, I kind of like that. I need something from Fish Bits to cover up that little bit. I like the leaf too. Let me put that up there. Glue that on real fast. I like the way that looks. I do. I like the way that looks. I am going to glue that down. Just like that. And it feels like this needs a little something underneath. Sorry, I started working on another book. Let me cut off adventures. I can use that word in something else. And let me tear off this straight edge. Hey, Veronica. Hello, hello. So Vicky is doing her little thumbs up game that she likes to play. If you want to help her out with her thumbs up, it helps. She likes her thumbs up, and I appreciate it too. So if you are interested in seeing more collage, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up, and that will be your vote for more collage bits. And I am planning more collage. Look at the dog. I like the dog. I have some videos planned. I have some books that I want to do. I find that collage is very relaxing, and I'm hoping to do more of it. Just a couple of announcements before I go. I am changing my post office box to a different post office. It's one that's a little bit closer for me. Ooh, look at the elephant. So hold off sending anything until I do that. I don't want anything to go into limbo and not be found because they're not sure where to send it. So hold off on any of that kind of thing. I am trying to get some more Patreon videos up. I had done 2 Patreon videos for you guys over there, and when I went to look at them, they had that horrible sound in them. So I'm going to have to redo those videos. I'm trying to catch up as I didn't get my videos done last month, so I am playing catch up and trying to get those done as well. I also need to get this room organized so I can find some of the missing things I have. They're here somewhere. They can't be missing. They've got to be here. I just don't know where they are. So I may not stream on Sunday. I may take the day to find stuff, organize things. Not quite sure that I'll be able to stay away from you guys. Yeah, and collage does a whole lot of it does relax me. And I've kind of been out of the loop, the creating loop, for quite a while. So I really would like to do some more collage. I've got some books planned. I want to dig out the glue books. I've got glue books started that I started in January and have not finished. So I want to, oh, we've got a goat. We've got a goat, people. We've got a goat. So I want to get some of those out and finish those up. And I need to finish up some of these projects. I need to find the project elements, everything that goes with each of these projects before I can finish the projects. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but I can't find a lot of strange things that wouldn't be together. So they're hiding here somewhere. Gotta find them. So I will come back. You just found something you lost 2 years ago when you moved? See, I don't want to go that long. Oh, excuse me. I don't want to go that long. I don't want to go that long. I want to find... Ooh, this train looks good. Really neat right here. I want to find stuff before I finish these projects and things. There's things that I need for other projects. So I think I'm going to come back to doing the fish bits. I do have fish bits up for sale. Not that I want to distract myself with more things to do before I get organized, but just putting it out there. So I'm gonna go. I love the goat too. He's gonna go on something. I swear he is. He's gonna go on something pretty cool. I'm not sure exactly what. He needs to be looking into the page. I don't know what I do with him. What did I do with him? Where's the monkeys? There's the monkeys. I'm gonna put the leaf with the monkeys because I liked that. And I'm going to put the elephant here because I kind of like that. But he needs something to stand on. He's standing out in the middle of... I like him here because you can kind of see him. But he's not standing on anything. He needs to stand on something. So I need to find something for him to stand on. And my ear is hurting. So that's distracting me as well. So I don't know what's going to happen on Sunday. I'm not going to guarantee that I will be streaming, but I'm not going to say definitely I am not streaming. Maybe he should be standing on a word. I kind of like that. Let me cut that out just a little bit. Make it a little straighter. Down a little bit. He needs to come out of the side of the page. Maybe right there. So let me glue him down while I'm feeling it. And then of course he moved. So yeah, we're going to be doing some collage. I need to find some of the glue books and that kind of thing. I'll be getting back to doing the collage, the random collage videos that I've wanted to do for a while. So I'm going to need some practice on getting the collage bits done. And I don't know where my Stabilo is. I'm a mess. I'm just a hot mess here. It's not as bad as it could be, but it's not real good either. So I'm going to put these in the baskets, and I will continue on probably on my next stream. Not sure when that's going to be. So I will say goodbye today. Thank you all for spending time with me. Thank you all for your wonderful thumbs up. Ooh, the peacock looks kind of cool there. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, the peacock looks kind of cool there, too. We might have to leave him there because he looks like he might belong there. So, no one send me anything. I think that is it. I think there was something else I needed to say, and I have forgotten what it is because my ear is distracting me. Thanks everyone. It was fun. Axe the gnome. You guys saw who the gnome was and don't want him on there anymore. I don't think I can. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I like the peacock, but I don't know. I don't know. I will see you guys next time, whenever that will be. It was fun. Thanks for spending time with me. Thanks for all your thumbs up. Bye.